transform and roll out.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breadcast Transformers Talk. This is going to be an episode all about the Transformer toy reveals from New York Toy Fair. We're going to be talking about Earthrise, and we're going to be talking about Studio Series. Please keep in mind that I only talk about the main figures. I don't talk about Micromasters, and I don't talk about Cyberverse either. So if you want information about those, you'll have to go somewhere else. But there's a lot of toys to get through, so I gotta start this like right the heck now. So first up we have is the latest, and I'm going to assume last, Titan class figure, that of Scorponok. And he looks like Scorponok. He's green, he's purple, he's a Decepticon. His robot mode looks like Scorponok. He has a base mode. Yay, I don't really care about these base modes. And he has a Scorpion mode, because Scorponok. I don't really care about this guy. A, because it's Titan class. I'm never going to buy a Titan class figure ever. B, it's Japanese G1. I've never even watched this stuff. I don't know anything about these characters. It has a headmaster gimmick thing, which is fine, but I don't know anything about Japanese G1, so I don't really care, I'm glad that they're doing it, and I'm glad it looks accurate to the Japanese G1, but I personally would not buy this even if I was able to, so that's just my opinion on it. And I'm assuming as a Titan class figure, it's probably going to be $200 to $300. I don't know exactly though, or maybe less. So the next one we have is the Commander class Skylynx. This we have in Skylynx mode, and it looks pretty darn good actually. I gotta say, I quite enjoy it. I don't know why Commander class, but that just means he's gonna be really big. I don't know. I doubt he'll be bigger than Jetfire, but who knows, maybe. Well, no, considering he's on all fours, he probably won't be bigger than Jetfire, but still. But yeah, his Skylynx mode looks good. I guess one of the things I never understood is Skylynx is apparently made up of two things, so he has a lion mode here, which looks fine, and he also has a bird mode, which looks fine. His vehicle mode looks great, although it kind of just looks like a rocket ship on top of a big square thing. But, that's G1 for you. It still looks great. And of course, because of everything else, he has a flippin' base mode, which is something I'm glad Jetfire does not have. But yeah, a base mode. I guess it makes sense because it's a rocket ship, so it looks like, a rocket taking off type of thing. So that's fine, I guess. I don't know if I want this. I really don't. I mean, it looks cool. Given that it's Commander class, it'll have that $79.99 price point. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably have to wait for reviews to see if Skylynx is worth buying. But I definitely am interested in it. Next up we have is the, I believe it was Deluxe Class Quintesson Judge. Gonna be flat out, I do not give two fucks about this toy. Not one bit. I am probably the only one on the planet that when I watched the Generation 1 movie and subsequent Season 3, I'm probably the only person that saw a Quintesson Judge and went, man, I need a toy of that. I did not say that. I've never said that. Quintessons just, they were never that appealing to me. And this thing doesn't really have which is why I'm not showing it, a alt mode. Because it's just a stupid base mode. Because what else are they supposed to do with a Quintesson Judge? Nothing. So, I personally don't like it. Deluxe class, $20. Done. Moving on. Next we have is the leader class double dealer. This I'm torn on because we haven't really ever got a double dealer toy except for like Gen 1, and they did a repaint of Thrilling 30 Blitzwing, which doesn't really count to me because it's a repaint. Anyway, robot mode looks fantastic. I like the color. I don't like this gap in his legs and the emptiness on the inside of his legs. But, that's toys nowadays. It's just a bunch of gaps and crap. Bird mode. Totally weird. Don't know what to think about this. It's blue, purple wings. Bunch of square shapes everywhere. Bird mode pretty round. It's got a rocket on top. Not really my thing, but I really don't know what to think. Rocket thing base mode, because everything has to have a base mode nowadays. Not bad. Not exactly what I would consider a highlight of the toy, but that's just me. And of course, the vehicle mode has a bunch of empty shit in the front. What is this? What is going on here? Fill it in. Come on. Otherwise, it looks great. I love the colors. So this is why I'm torn on it. He's got a lot of gaps, a lot of empty space in modes, and unnecessarily thrown in base mode because gimmicks. So I don't know. And given that it's leader class, it'll probably have that $59.99 price point. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Double Dealer right now. But that's Double Dealer. Next up is the deluxe class Quintesson Alicon, or Sharkticon if you want to be totally correct about it. So robot mode, not bad. Spiky shoulders. I don't like how he's just got his robot or his shark mode hands just chilling behind his robot hands. They should have done something to hide those a little bit better. Lots of spikes. The head sculpt looks meh. Again, it's a Quintesson thing. It's not really my forte. Sharkticon mode. Those arms just don't do it for me. The shark head is alright. Spear on the back, whatever. I don't really care about this Quintesson thing. Not my thing. Quintessons just, again, never really needed a toy of Quintessons. But, for the other people who have, I hope you enjoy it because it looks like terrible. Deluxe class, $20, done. Next is the other leader class of Snapdragon. Robot mode, whatever. I don't really care. This to me is like Ape Face. I don't know these characters. I don't give two shits about them. Japanese G1, never seen it. Don't care a single thing about it. I've only seen like a little bit of Headmasters, and like maybe that's like 3 episodes at the max. I mean, his colors are fine. They're kind of dull. Black, white, purple, some blue. Yay. Whatever. Rocket ship mode, meh. I've seen better, but again, I think he's supposed to have a beast mode that looks like Godzilla, though I couldn't find the picture, but I don't know. Again, it's Ape Face, just done, probably better, because I've seen reviews of Ape Face and that toy sucks. Next, we have something I actually care about. Deluxe Class RC. This looks great. I've been waiting for a long time to be able to get an RC. I mean, I could have got the Thrilling 30 one, but that one's just not that great, in my opinion. Sure, this has some parts forming, as you can see. Robot mode looks great, but, the little thing she's standing on, parts forming for the vehicle mode, I don't really mind it, honestly. But it looks great. a finally nice and accurate RC. I'm so glad that they didn't use the chromium mold from Siege and Power of the Primes, because that mold just sucks. It would have sucked if RC would have gotten that treatment. She deserves better, because she is better than the rest of those fembots. But she looks great. In robot mode, vehicle mode, love it. They did one in Titan's Return too. They did an RC in Titan's Return, but that was just a repaint of Blur, which I didn't get that RC either because I already had Blur and I didn't want just repaint of Blur because it's RC. So, but again, vehicle mode looks spectacular, accurate, everything. Deluxe class, $20. Buying this, man. I'm buying this. Next we have is the Deluxe class Run Amok. Robot mode. Look shit. What happened? I don't get it. This is so boring. It's white with a little bit of gold. Put some fucking color on this thing, Hasbro. Come on. It looks like shit. In his head, it's so square. I mean, I know G1's supposed to be like that, but it's disappointing to me because, you know, as many people have said, this is like the fan-voted toy was Run Amok. And, it looks awful. Vehicle mode, awful. It's all awful. White and gold just, does not go together for me. This thing makes me want to just throw up. It looks like garbage. Deluxe, $20. Get out of my face. Alright, Voyager, Megatron. It's basically just a remold of the last Megatron with a lot of the same gimmicks. Robot mode. It looks like Megatron. Yay! It looks like Megatron. Can you believe it? He's black and white. He's black and gray, and darker gray, and red. That looks like Megatron to me. I'm not a fan of these. And Siege did this too. This whole sword is the entire, front of the tank thing. I don't like that. Tank mode. Looks like a tank. A lot like the Siege one. Just a little more earthy. That sounds really weird to say, but you know what I mean. I don't know if I really am gonna buy this. I mean, I want to get the Earthrise Optimus Prime, but I don't know if I really need another Megatron that's basically the same as the Siege Megatron. So, Voyager, $30, done. Next we have is the Deluxe Fast Track. I think this is one of them, is the robot guy that's supposed to go with our Titan class guy, Scorponok. I don't know anything about Fast Track. He's black, he's gray, he's orange with a little bit of red. He doesn't look that bad, but he doesn't look that good in my opinion. Vehicle mode. I don't know what this is supposed to be. So, yay. It's a thing with wheels. And I assume it goes with Scorponok in some sort of way. Deluxe, $20. Moving on. Oh boy. Another one I'm actually excited for. Deluxe Smokescreen. Yes, we did get Smokescreen in Siege as one of these selects, which of course was a repaint of Prowl. We got all of the, I think they call it the Datsun Brothers, because we got Prowl, we got Smokescreen, we got Blue Streak. I never got any of the other ones besides Prowl, since they were Hasbro Toy Shop only Generation Selects, but I would definitely get this Smokescreen. I love Smokescreen. I love his color scheme. Blue, red, white. Love it. Robot mode. Fantastic. Vehicle mode. It is from what I've heard, a retooling of the Siege Datsun Brothers mold. And I'm okay with that. They've said the engineering is pretty much the same as that, and I'm okay with that. It works. It works great, you know. And in this version of it, it looks more like an Earth car. So I'm happy with it. I really am. I will definitely spend $20 on smokescreen. We have, I believe it was Deluxe Class Airwave. Not a clue what this is. Who this is, I should say. Never heard of Airwave. He looks like a small, who am I thinking of? Metroplex with his obtusely rectangular body, and his head is like squashed down, and I don't know. It's a strange amalgamation of shapes that it just looks weird. But what it is one of these things that can be taken apart and made into different bases and ships and rocket things. I don't know. I don't care about these things at all. So Deluxe, $20, whatever. Alright, so now we're going to be moving into the Studio Series stuff. And to start things off, we have a Studio Series cliff jumper from the Bumblebee movie. Robot mode? I don't know. All they did was they took the Jeep mode Bumblebee and retooled him to be cliff jumper. The face looks amazing. I love the head sculpt. But that backpack is god awfully big. Vehicle mode looks fantastic. Sometimes it amazes me. How do we get a Jeep to this? Honestly, it baffles me that they can do that kind of thing. But yeah, it looks great. It really does. People have said that they would love to see this redone as Bumblebee. I disagree. We have enough Bumblebees in Studio Series. But robot mode, I'm not sure about it, as I said. So I'm not sure I'm gonna get this one. Then we have the Deluxe Dark of the Moon top spin. More records, whatever. I would rather get more G1 inspired, IDW inspired records personally, but you know, more of the Dark of the Moon ones is fine. Robot mode looks fine. Looks like the wrecker, looks like top spin. Vehicle mode, it looks like a souped up NASCAR with a shit ton of guns on it. As it should be. Looks pretty accurate to Dark of the Moon. So Deluxe should be $20. Moving on. Oh, I forgot this one. So this is apparently a deluxe Earthrise Soundwave. Robot mode, I have to agree with, I think it was TF fan page 101. He looks like one of the Knights of Iacon from the last night. I don't know why this is under Earthrise, because it more looks akin to his Revenge of the Fallen self, and you'll see that in the vehicle quote-unquote mode. Looks a lot like the satellite mode. I think the place that I found these pictures from mislabeled this as Earthrise when I think this is supposed to be Revenge of the Fallen, because he looks like a satellite. So if it is Earthrise, okay. I don't know why they went with something that looks close to that Revenge of the Fallen from Soundwave, but you know, that's... And think of the drastic change. Like, Siege Soundwave looks amazing. Sure, his airship mode, alt mode is strange, but like, it looks G1 in robot mode. That's why I love Siege Soundwave. But this looks too movie to be a part of of Earthrise, so I don't know why it is a part of Earthrise. But I believe it was a deluxe, $20. Not really too keen on it if it is Earthrise. Anyway, back to Studio Series. We have Leader Class Sentinel Prime. And it's about time we got more on this guy. Robot mode, it looks really good. I gotta say, the head sculpt, they did great. 2 swords, did great. Colors, did great. Doesn't have too much of a backpack, but I believe he had those hanging down bits in his concept art anyway, so it's fine. Vehicle mode, perfect. That is a perfect vehicle mode. One of the things I remember back in the Dark of the Moon line is always wanting to get Sentinel Prime, but never being able to afford to get Sentinel Prime. So even though I kind of slowed my Studio Series collecting down, I might get this one because he is one of my favorites from Dark of the Moon. So, Leader Class should be $50. And the last one we have is I think it's Voyager Class, I could be wrong, Blitzwing from the Bumblebee movie. This is definitely one that people have been waiting for, and I could say I am definitely one of those people who've been waiting for this one. This looks awesome. Robot mode looks awesome. I love it. I love everything about it. The gun is great. The head sculpt is great. It's just great. Colors are great. Jet mode. I heard someone say that the gray at the back of the cab section kind of makes it look like the cab is just an extension, and I don't see that, but that's just me. Obviously as a jet former, it's gonna have all this junk just kind of chilling out underneath of it, but that's jet formers. You know, you get used to it. Siege did it as well with the Tetrajets, so it's fine. I love this guy. I do. And I will definitely be picking one of these up. If it is Voyager Class, it will be $30. So yeah, that's all I have for the Transformers Earthrise and Studio Series Toy Fair 2020 reveal. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.